Well, the student loan is good. I'm sure it's not only going to start on student loan. It's actually going to be a credit. It's actually going to be a credit for every individual living in Nigeria. I mean, if you would have to live up to the electionary campaign, because those are part of the things that actually promised during the electionary campaign. Everybody knows how difficult it is to go to school in Nigeria. I was a student once, and I knew what I went to going to school. At least I was a bus conductor in Lagos for 4 good years. I would leave Ilorin every Thursday, and I would come back Sunday, most of the time the Monday morning. So the advent of loan scheme for students is actually a welcome development. It boils down to the fact that once the school authority involved are actually going to actually able to establish the fact that you are a study of a particular school, of course there are processes to that, which cannot, to me, I don't think that can be tampered with. I don't think that can be that. Well, the student loan is good. I'm sure it's not only going to start on student loan. It's actually going to be a credit. It's actually going to be a credit for every individual living in Nigeria. I mean, if you would have to live up to the electionary campaign, because those are part of the things that actually promised during the electionary campaign. Everybody knows how difficult it is to go to school in Nigeria. I was a student once, and I knew what I went to going to school. At least I was a bus conductor in Lagos for 4 good years. I would leave Ilorin every Thursday, and I would come back Sunday, most of the time the Monday morning. So the advent of loan scheme for students is actually a welcome development. It boils down to the fact that once the school authority involved are actually going to actually able to establish the fact that you are a study of a particular school, of course there are processes to that, which cannot, to me, I don't think that can be tampered with. I don't think that can be compromised, so to say. So the moment you are a bona fide student of a particular institution, I think you should be entitled to that loan. And I think that is actually going to help us in the long way. Take for instance the medical students who have actually gone through a loan, who are actually taking loan for the entire course. I mean, come on, he would leave Nigeria after the entire thing. He would know that he has some loan to pay back. So the current brain drain which is actually happening will become a thing of the past. If you have that, honestly speaking, I can tell you for the fact that nobody really wants to travel out. It is not easy the other way around. If you have something like student loan for everybody that will enable you to go to school, like our fathers, they will tell us going to school was fun because they had everything being done for them by government. I remember one of my uncle was telling me that when he was student, they used to give them chicken. They used to give them whole chicken for them to eat. Who could do that today? But you see, so the introduction of the loan scheme for students is a very, very welcome idea. It's going to help Nigeria in a small way.
On the issue of another national issue right now, the issue of the suspension of the CBN government, government electorally and the foreign naira policy, and even the recent suspension of the EFCC chairman, how will you rate the performance of President Bola so far? Just about 16 days in office.
Well, I think I once had an interview recently where I commended his effort. I mean, stabilizing the country and actually setting Nigeria back on the right path. You see, talking about the suspension of the CBN governor, I think it's long overdue. It's only in this part of the world that you see a senator coming out to tell you that I'm stealing your money, and he will still confront you with your money that you are stealing. I mean, how on earth do you describe the situation of whereby a stupid CBN governor keep a presidential nomination form and pay 100 million naira? 100 million naira. You know what that means? I mean, I've not seen such. Such can only happen in Nigeria. So the fact that he was suspended and probably called for questioning, I don't think that the any big deal. He's not the first one to be called for questioning. But what he did, I mean, I don't want to talk about it because I want to believe it's going to still be subject to legal litigation. So let me not talk about it. But I think it is the right direction. It is the right thing that he has been suspended and it's been questioned. So it will be correct. So going to the anti-corruption Cesar that was just suspended, Mr. Bawa, Abdulrasheed Bawa. Well, of course, there are so many things going on the internet. There are so many things going on. The governor came out to accuse him at a particular time. Former Governor Matawale, he said he requested for $2 million bribe from me. I mean, these are weighty things. I mean, for somebody who serve as who is actually supposed to serve as an unbiased empire, somebody who is already the most, I mean, the most known anti-corruption agency in the country. All those allegations at the time, some people came questioning how he got about almost $200,000 which he spent at the lesser hard. So there are a lot of questions. When our leaders are being called for questioning, I don't think we should be thinking about it. It's not big deal. They are responsible to us. So when you call them for questioning, it's not big deal. Let them answer their question. If they are not found wanting, they let them go. Or if they are found wanting, you let them be there. It is surprising. Nobody would have thought that it is President Asiwaju that will come and handle the anti-corruption police this way he's doing it. In less than 3 weeks, I mean, it has done so many significant things. And I can tell you, it's just making himself more popular among Nigerians. Go out and ask Nigerians, what is this man doing? So they love it. So, one thing is about that.
Thank you, sir.
God bless.
I would have said it's good somehow, but it will have been better if the lecturers are being considered. Because when the lecturers are not being paid and the students are getting loan, so that loan will work for what? Because those who are supposed to teach them are not happy. So that loan may be meaningless, except both the lecturers and the students are being made happy that the problems, both their problems are being solved. And that's a Emefiele case. I think is an example that cause, when people are caused, when they cause somebody, cause normally fight, cause normally it normally takes place. That cause is too much. A lot of people died, a lot of people suffered, people were crying in the bank, and this man remained there adamant as if there's nothing that could be done. Not no. I think it is God's punishment on him. So that one is a very good step. And even through him, personally I will have advised that they dig deep and discover all other people that have stolen money. They should not take it away, because those that went, the former government, they say they came to fight corruption, and it's now looking as if they are the most corrupted in the history of Nigeria. No government has ever been that corrupt. So that Emefiele or Emefiele, he is like, the name even work for him like a thief. So his own is cost is fighting on him. So let them dig deeper. Everybody involved in sharing the Nigerian money should be brought to book. So it's a very good step. Even if it's those that are served before, let him mention all of them that shared the country's money, and they should collect it back from them. They should be made to pay back. It's a good step, but I wouldn't have supported just the suspension and collecting every kobo he has stolen. Every kobo, every bribe he has taken must be brought to book, and he should be jailed. By the time the punishment is harsh on him, he will measure, he will confess everything.
We have a lot of indigent students, or people who are not even students here, who may want to further their education, but because of lack of ability, in most organized society, education is the bedrock of development. The country or the society values education a lot. So they do all kinds of things to make sure that people go to school, because it is only through education that the system can be developed. So if the administration is reviving the old program of granting loans to new degree students and students that are already in school, why not?
that's a place to start. I remember in the 70s, a lot of people went to school with loans. Immediately after the UPN, or immediately after the Action Group free education, um, people who couldn't go to school had to borrow from government. Now our population is about 200 million. The youth demography in that 200 million is not less than 100 million. Out of that 100 million of the youths that are in that demography, more than 50% of them are people that are yearning to learn, but you discover that the parents are, well, don't let me say poor, but God has a way of distributing wealth. Most of them cannot afford to send their words to school, and education should be for all. That's the beginning of life. With education, the poor man can become anything he wants to become. So, if the government decides in their wisdom to reintroduce loans for students, good way to start. Well, I'm not a lawyer, and I'm not a police officer, but I'm sure the government will have their reasons for whatever they have done. As citizens, let us wait and get the report of the investigative panel to be able to tell us that the EFCC chairman actually did wrong, and because there is a rule of law. Anybody can allege anything. Everybody can be accused of anything. But let us give the benefit of doubt that the EFCC chairperson has not committed the offense that they said he has committed. Let the police or the DSS come up with those allegations and prove them. And then that's when we can begin to say the EFCC chairman has committed an offense. And so far, I have not a policeman, I am not a DSS man, I'm not the lawyer either. But I know the government. Sometimes the government is wrong. Most times the government is right. But let us wait for the result of the investigation panel. What the government has done is the first level. Okay, don't be a judge in your own court. So we can't investigate you while you are still in office. So they have, and everybody can be investigated. Even the president can be investigated. The Police Act, the DSS Act gave powers that everybody in Nigeria can be investigated. So let the investigation go on. Let's get to see what the report is like. That's when we can conclude that the EFCC man is guilty of what he has been accused of. Well, I think I can be definitive about the suspension of the CBN government because I'm an economist. The government policy is supposed to take care of the welfare of the citizenry. But when you now have policies of government that are anti-people, like you said, then it calls to question the capacity, the capability, and the integrity of our policy formulators. Emefiele has been governor of CBN for 9 years, and I'm sorry to say, I can't lay my hands on any of his economic policy that is in favor of the people. For 9 years, I'm sorry to say this. For 9 years that he has been governor of Central Bank, I can't lay my hands on any of his policies that is pro people. Is it the interest rate? Is it the inflation? Is it the FX rate? Is it the direct disbursements to entrepreneurs? They are unheard of in the history of economic development. Why will the central bank governor, or why will the central bank Don't let me personalize it in terms of policy formulation. Why will the central bank be disbursing funds directly to customers? That's the responsibility of the banks and not the central bank. The central bank, as we know it, is supposed to be bankers to the banks, and then the banker to the government, and lender of last resort. So when you hear Uncle Bola, the CBN is disbursing several hundreds of millions to farmers, you will not pay back. Or you wake up tomorrow and say, oh, this sector of the economy, we want to improve on it, and the central bank is the one now disbursing directly to them. It's unheard of. So if he is suspended, for him to be probed for a review of activities of the bank since he became the governor, I think the government has done extremely well in doing that. I have not seen any policy of the CBN in the last 9 years that is people friendly. Interest rate is on the increase, inflation is on the increase, when FX is on the is over the roof. When this government came in, it was about 198 or 199. As we speak, it's about 644. And we know Nigeria is an import-dependent country. So we are passing that price differential to the consumers. So that's why we are complaining of inflation, high cost of everything. So that's the government, and the government has done well. They have collapsed the black market and the official market. I have traveled in this my little years. I have traveled. I've been to Europe, I've been to Americas, I've been to some other African country. I have never seen a country where you have multiple exchange rates, and then you now see people selling dollar, selling pounds on the streets of every state capital in Nigeria. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Most places where you go to, it is in the airports and they are registered. But here, you just have them do whatever they want to do. So government has done well by suspending the CBN governor, probe that office, and introduce friendly policies that will make the life of the citizens better.